We may have a face mask here right at the start. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Watch the edge.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, exit. Big grip, big grip.
They'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Second and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
You go tight. You got tight.
Back to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 11 that time, and it Colts 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mariota. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. They're going to look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taylor now returning it. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
To throw is Mariota. And he completes it to Westbrook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Play fake. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On play action, Mariota. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. It brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll set up to throw. Finds his running back, James Conner. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that people in.
Now they try the right side here. He finds an opening past the 40. And he cuts it right sideline. A big play that time for the Titans. Give him 58 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He gets it to Brown, complete.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 26, check
Greystone, travel. On the ball. Let's go.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
552. Watch the run, watch the run.
Go.
52, Mike 52. It's coming this way, here we go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check tight. Spot.
Here's Hines. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Titans' 48-yard line.
Ready.
Mike 7. I got him. Bang, 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 bang.
6-6, pull it high.
7's a Mike. Mike 7.
Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hurry. Deep grip.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Play action now. Mariota. The open man is Westbrook. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Bowen. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Titans first down.
Where are they, team?
From the red zone now, Mariota. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on second down. Mariota. He's got Smith here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On third down, Mariota escaping the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. D.D. Westbrook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And an alley to run. It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will tie things up at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Where they see?
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They go play action. Mariota. And that's complete to Adams. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Mariota now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 4-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
3 bud. Watch twitch.
Topper.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
General West.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Mariota on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bowen. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota, letting one go. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. On play action, Mariota. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 39, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Well, pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 41, Mariota. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Play fake. Mariota. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A throw left side to start out, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Right there.
2nd and 6. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll begin here with Adams. And an alley to run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Hines. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Looking to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Recon, 152 fighter.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Tennessee, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead...